educators all over are just wringing their hands trying to figure out, like, what do we do? You know, how do we keep students connected to school? How do we serve students who, you know, aren't like super privileged? How do we do teaching and learning differently in the virtual world? Like, people are really trying to figure out what to do. And unfortunately, they're not asking young people often enough. Like, I really believe that we can get our best answers when we listen to you all instead of trying to figure it out, just a bunch of adults in a room. So I guess I wanted to hear first just what the distance learning experience has been like for you as you end your high school career, and then pick your brain about sort of ideas you have for going forward.
Just the negative thing about it is being away from your educators and not knowing if they're okay or not, you know?
Yeah.
But the hard thing about it is just not knowing or not understanding the subject of a course or something, you know what I mean? So I think that's the hardest part about it. I don't know how can we really make that better, to, you know what I mean? But I think that everybody used this opportunity to get closer with their families. And I mean, my mom came home from like all the way from Manitoba, and we got closer with her boyfriend too. And we all got to know each other better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this whole thing was just kind of like a blessing in disguise, you know? Like people get to stay home and rest, you know? Just that, and yeah. People are taking less stress from school and work, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I hear you saying that even though it's sort of stressful and what's the word I'm looking for, like unprecedented, as they say, like we didn't have a playbook for how to do this, that there have been a lot of blessings in it for you, from like connecting more with your family to having less stress. Yeah, those are the main things I think I heard from you. How about for you, Gabriel?
I feel like, at least my school, I feel like they're doing a good job at, well, like, I feel like they could be better, but they're doing a pretty good job at connecting with the students. And I know that they have been keeping up with me on my phone, and like several different staff have texted me, like trying to keep me on track and stuff like that. And it's actually really helped me to just stay on track and get my stuff in. But yeah, like the only hard part about it is just not being able to connect them and see their faces and see everybody at the school.
Mm-hmm.
Like once this all blows away, it'll be good for everyone to connect with each other.
We actually been practicing better self-care, and we gotten bikes recently, so we've been outside a lot more. We actually get a break from like a routine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine how he feels from having a routine too, because he was the busiest.
You aren't in the same school, right?
Oh, we were.
We got to the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was true. Yeah, that's really good to hear. And I wonder if that would surprise people to hear that there's actually more self-care in this model, or more, you know, whole person, like humane kind of way of doing school. So you guys won't be in Abbotsford School District in the fall, but there will be some form of schooling, whether it's all online or all in person or something in between. And as educators are, you know, grappling with how to build a model for that, what advice would you offer? What do you think they should be considering or thinking about?
I feel like they should be more like empathetic towards their students,
Mm-hmm.
like be more understanding, especially the mainstream schools, because I noticed that like as I went to an alternative school, like every single teacher is checking up on you, like, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and being in elementary school, I actually had a bad experience because of it. Like the bad experience was that like I was struggling, but I didn't know I didn't know who or where to go to or who to trust to help me get my mental health up or my grades. And it just they didn't even care to talk to. They didn't even really care to really try anything with me. They just kind of would just like, they just didn't like, they had other students to focus on, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe we need more staff, more support, you know, like more guidance counselors or stuff like that, more
Mhm.
therapists or counseling. I feel like counseling is the biggest one.